Hello, peeps, and welcome to another power-packed Phillips podcast. Today's podcast is going to be on lesson 5.3, but a couple MSAs, math service announcements before we start. Tonight's homework is going to be workbook page 47, problems 8 and 9. You have a new EOC review packet this week. Problems 1 through 5 are already worked out for you in Blackboard. To access them, log into Blackboard, click on the recorded online session, then scroll down to last week's recorded online session, which was on November 19th. Problems 1 through 5 are already done. As always, it's Monday night, and there is school today on Monday, so there will be online tutoring tonight. You can log in at 7:45. If you would like to retake your Chapter 4 test, directions are in Blackboard, and Mr. Phillips will keep an eye out for the Week 6 scores. Alright, before we get started, just want to share my camping adventures with you. The Phillips clan went camping over the weekend, had a great time, and of course when you go camping, it's not camping if you don't make a campfire. S'mores, delicious. Marshmallows, chocolate, graham crackers, yum. Well, there are a couple different ways you can make a fire. You can use lighter fluid and matches, not that Mr. Phillips would ever do it that way, but we're going to say that slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b, is kind of like using your lighter fluid and matches. Quick, easy way to start the fire. You also could use a magnifying glass. So for today's lesson, we're going to talk about point slope form. That is y minus y1 equals m parentheses x minus x1. That's going to be our magnifying glass way to start a fire. So if you would, please write down your spiral. This is going to be lesson 5.3. We're going to write linear equations in point slope form. Please write in your spiral. Point slope form is y minus y1 equals m parentheses x minus x1. And don't worry, I don't want to hear you crying, because you do not have to memorize this formula. This formula will be on your EOC review sheet. But you should be familiar with it, or you should be able to start the campfire with a magnifying glass. So we have point slope form y minus y1 equals m parentheses x minus x1. M is going to stand for your slope, and x1, y1 is going to be our ordered pair. So, speaking of ordered pairs, if you would, please write the ordered pair 4, -3 on your paper, and please write that it has a slope of 2. We are going to write an equation in point slope form. So write down the ordered pair, and please write that it has a slope of 2. Here we go. Point slope form, pretty easy. Magnifying glass. First thing I'm going to ask that you do is I'm going to ask that you label your point or ordered pair. So 4 is going to be our x1, -3 is going to be our y1. Label your point or ordered pair. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to substitute for x1, and we're going to substitute for y1. Then we're going to substitute for slope. We're going to go substitute happy. So here we go. Remember, this is your equation for point slope form. We're going to substitute for x1. So I'm going to take x1 out, and I'm going to put in 4. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to substitute for y1. I'm going to take y1 out. I'm going to put in -3. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to substitute for my slope. Remember that m is going to be our slope. So our slope is 2. M stands for slope. Take out the m, put in 2. Next thing that you should realize is that you have 2 negatives in a row. Anytime, you have 2 negatives in a row, that's going to change to a positive. So I'm going to rewrite my equation. Y, that changes to a plus. bring down my 3, bring down my equal sign, bring down my 2, bring down my parentheses, x minus 4. This, my friends, is known as point slope form. So we just wrote an equation in point slope form using an ordered pair and a slope of 2. So once again, this is our answer for point slope form. We wrote an equation using an ordered pair and a slope. That's all there is to it. See ya.